Hello, and welcome back to the A Different Life YouTube channel. My apologies for not having published anything in the last 2 or 3 months. I've been super busy replacing the engine in the boat and fitting a new exhaust system. Massive piece of work, getting the old engine out, modifying the engine bed for the new engine, fitting the new exhaust hose, which involved removing the fuel tank from underneath the bed in the rear bedroom. And I've also fitted a new prop, and I'm going to do videos covering in detail all of these in the next month or month and a half. There'll be a video coming out at least once a week, probably twice a week, pretty much from here on in. I've also got videos on places I've been that I'm going to release as well, but this video is all about the process of doing work on a boat when you live on a boat. The video is called Boatyard Chaos because this is the biggest job, despite the fact that I've completely refurbished every major system on this boat. Keel bolts, new bow thruster, fitted a bow thruster which it never had, new windlass, new chain plates, new engine, replumbed it, new work surfaces, remove it. I haven't done much cosmetically to the boat as yet. That will be the final thing, but I'm going to re-varnish, re-lacquer the entire inside of the boat. But the message I really want to get across for people here is a lot of people talk about the romanticism and ask me about how fabulous it must be living on a boat, and it is fabulous. But be under no illusion that, if you buy an old boat with a view to refurbishing it yourself or refitting it yourself, you're in for some major chaos inside the boat. There's no space to put things when you're involved in big jobs, and there's lots of tools, so the whole boat ends up like a workshop. And the worst I've had in my 5 years of doing the work on this boat has been when I did the engine recently. It was just a bit on the crazy side. For 3.5 weeks I had 27 railway sleepers, large pieces of wood about a meter long by about maybe this height and this width, stacked in three groups of 9 in order to support an I-beam which ran into the engine room and was used to suspend the new engine from, so that the new engine could be slid in and out of place as part of the fitting process. The engine has to be put in its final location and the holes marked for the engine mounts. Then the engine has to be removed and the holes drilled and threaded to suit the engine mounts. Then the engine has to be put back in place and bolted down for the final usage. So what you're about to see is the total chaos that was in the boat for that 3.5 week period, and for the other 6 weeks over and above that, where there was tools everywhere, but not with the sleepers in place. To get from where I sit here in the saloon to the galley or to the bathroom or the heads, I had to climb over this high pile of 9 sleepers, so it was a climbing exercise. I couldn't use the back bedroom at all. It was full of everything except space. And I lived in the front bedroom and spent 3.5 weeks. Every time I wanted to cook something, I had to climb over the 9 sleepers to get into the galley, and every time I wanted to go to the bathroom, I had to climb over the 9 sleepers to get to the bathroom, and it was kind of wild. And anybody that's going to get themselves into this kind of work, make sure you understand what you're getting yourself into, and make sure you have thought the job through, that you have the tools and that you have the necessary expertise. I mean, my background, although I'm a physicist by education, and the early part of my life I designed laser systems and then had my own software company. The last 15 years of my working life I fix boats professionally. So I have all the tools and I have the technical expertise to do this kind of work. And even with that, it was pretty wild. So anybody that's out there that's about to start this kind of process, make sure you understand what you're getting yourself into. Many people say that being a liveaboard is a process of fixing a boat in exotic locations. Well, whether it's exotic locations or otherwise, you will be fixing the boat. So here's the chaos. Thanks very much for watching it, and we'll see you soon.